Hello everybody, my name is the Mac and welcome back to the channel and to another Let's Play of a World War II strategy game here. It's Combat Mission Beyond Overlord. This is the first game released in a massive series covering this game engine and this type of tactical gameplay. So it's quite different than what I usually post. I post mostly from John Tiller and posted some stuff from Steel Panthers, but this I just had to cover some of this, my old-time favorite game, Combat Mission. So I'll start with the first one, and I'll probably work my way up towards some of the more modern titles out there. So this is Big Time Software. I think it was released through Battlefront. It's a really old game. This was quite revolutionary when it came. It was it took the old hexagon tactical strategy games level to the 3D effect, the 3D gaming engine, to actually have game models and a board game type of feeling with the 3D effect. This was back in let's see when this game was released. It was quite early. I'm not sure if it was the early 2000s. Or maybe even earlier. Maybe it was the late 90s or something. 2000, I think, about 2000, year 2000. So it's a really old game. It's like almost 20 years old now. But it's been released many titles, as I said before. So it's tactical, and I think this game engine actually went through. It's gone through two distinct game engines through the time. And some of some of the early titles using the first game engine. Some of the later ones are using the more advanced game engine. Of course, since computer graphic cards have evolved and become better, and you can do better graphics and all that stuff. So the Combat Mission is like it's a mixture of turn-based strategy and real time, so to speak. You plan your moves, and you do your what you're going to be doing, and then what you have chosen to do actually plays out in 1 minute intervals. So you do all your planning, and then you press the go button, and during a minute there you'll see what happens, what you told your forces to do, and what happens during the battle. So it's a pretty cool concept. It's so it takes the turn base a bit further there, and the unexpected can happen, and you have to quickly change your tactics. And if you happen to land in an ambush or something, and all hell's going to break loose, and you're going to have to make quick decisions there, what you're going to do with your men and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. It's called I think it's called like WeGo, the system. You issue orders, and the computer issues it simultaneously, and then it pauses the action during 1 minute intervals. So it's a pretty cool concept there. I think it's actually evolves from the Avalon Hill games from the start, and it's sort of evolved from that. So there's quite a bit. The games covering in the first game, I think it's like Combat Mission Beyond Overlord. This game. Overlord, and the second one is Barbarossa to Berlin, and the third one is Africa Corps. It was released in 2004, so they're all pretty old games now. I do own these games on CDs actually, but my modern computer doesn't have a CD drive in it, so it's all digital these days. But you can pick these games up. I picked them up at the GOG, the Good Old Games game site there, for really cheap. You can buy the whole bundle there, and you can play these 3 great titles there. And they probably will release more there in the future, or you can probably get some on Steam, maybe. I'm not sure about that, but maybe so. Anyways, so let's. I was thinking just doing some. What I love about these games is that you do have the random battle element, which I love in strategy games. Just quickly set something up and let the computer choose your forces, and duke it out, and it's really fun. So what you can do, you can play this multiplayer here. Back in the day, I remember we played a lot of this in multiplayer. Actually, the second title, the Barbarossa to Berlin. So this Beyond Overlord actually is what the title says. It covers the D-Day from June 44 to about April or May 45, I think it is, at the war's end there. And so this covers that whole span, that whole time period. And you have American and British and Canadian units, and you have the Germans, the different kinds of the Waffen SS, the infantry divisions, and armored, and all the elements included in that. So you can create scenarios here, you can join multiplayer, you can exit the game here. So play the game, boom. You come into this here, you could choose, there's tons of scenarios in this game, which is pretty cool. And I think there was like a huge fan base online as well. People made loads of scenarios and contributed, and I think there was mods, and I mean there's been all kinds of stuff to this game through the years. But these titles that I got from GOG, I think are the like standard editions. They might have some implements from all these things through the years. I'm not sure. I haven't looked that up actually, but it looks pretty slim and pretty good for such an old game. So there might be some tune-ups here and there for this. So let's just kick this sucker off here, and we can go from there. I could explain some game mechanics. I'm not right off the bat. I'm not a real expert in these games. I mean, it's been many years since I played them. Actually, I'm quite rusty. So some of you guys are probably experts on this, but I do know my way around basically how the game works and stuff. So you have battles, you do have operations as well, and these are like campaigns here. These are all presets here. See, you have 6 battles there, you up to 9 battles. Huge Carentan scenario there. The 101st Airborne spearheads the D-Day invasion, linking Utah and Omaha beaches. There you can fight 9 battles there. It's pretty cool. So there's pretty good stuff here to choose. But they do have this, which I love, the quick battle here. So let's go set something quickly up here. Boom, like that. Right, so you get to this quick battle here. It could be the Axis of the Allies. And so you have type here. What kind of force you're going to be commanding here. Combined arms was pretty common for the Germans at this time. They threw anything they had, the advancing Allies. And I think the Allies also had a lot of combined forces, because as units were funneling onto the beaches, and many of the units were just thrown into the action there, and it's all mixed up and stuff. A bit later on, when the first grueling months passed and the beachhead was secured, you will get probably more of this organized attack forces and defense forces. So I'm going to go with combined arms. Pretty fun. Force restriction, force, yes, you have no restriction. That means it basically you could pick anything from anything of all this. Here you have Volkssturm, Gebirgsjägers, Fallschirmjägers, Waffengrenadiers, and the Heer, the army. And the Allies, you can choose American Airborne, British, Canadian. You can have Polish and French as well. All right. We're going to put no restrictions on here, because I'm going to let the computer choose my force for me, actually. And we'll see what I'd end up with. So the quality of the troops is, you could choose here. You can have high, low, medium, or random. I'm going to put it on random, because you never know what you're going to get. Basically, you have a unit thrown into the action. They could be green guys, or they could be veterans from the East Front. Who knows? I probably will post more from this great game, so I could show you in another video the how you actually buy forces and stuff, but we're going to put automatically on here. I'm going to let the computer choose here so we can quickly jump into the action here. So you have assault, attack, probe, or meeting engagements. Probably in this, I'm planning to play quite early. I'm thinking of May 45 is the end of June 44. So the first month there, I'm thinking the initial Overlord attack, their D-Day landings, and the push inwards. So we're going to be early here. We're going to June 44, and most of the probably would be the probes and attacks and assaults. But I'm gonna go with the meeting engagements actually. And you can put points here. I mean, 5,000 is huge. 300 is the smallest there. So 500 is sort of a standard. I'm going to put it to 600 points, actually. We're going to have a large map. So we have plenty of... You can have small, medium, or large. But large is good for maneuverability. More fun to be able to sneak around the map and stuff. It's gonna be. We'll do daytime because night fighting is dangerous, no fun. Maybe another time. Weather could be actually random. Let's see what happens with the weather there. So we have large deer, attacker, Axis or allied. Well, let the allies attack us, I guess. Handicap? No, none. Okay, so game length here. You can have lots of turns. I think this size, I think even 22 turns. 20 turns is the least you can have. 20 turns is probably enough because it's going to be fast action here. We don't have a particularly large force, so the action would be pretty fast and intense and deadly. So let's do 20 turns. Why not? Let's do the lowest value there. So we got this here. Press OK. Right, so choose what kind of map you want. You got towns, villages, farmland, and rural. Let's put rural. We'll be fighting in the countryside there. Tree coverage could be moderate. Why not? And small hills or modest hills. Let's put small hills, I guess. And let's go with the OK. Right, so you could choose a side here. Axis or allies. Fog of war, definitely on there. Computer experience bonus. Well, since I'm pretty rusty here, we're going to keep it a normal there, and we're going to be going with the Axis here. You're going to have one player hot seat. This game is also old. You can do the old hot seat there. You could do emails, or you can do online game there. Going to be one player. So let's go. See what happens here. Right, here we are. Win the game. That's what it looks like here. As you can see, it's pretty old graphics. And you can zoom out. Whoops, yeah, that's the top-down view there. So this is the battlefield. We're going to be duking it out. And these are the forces the computer bought. Looks like a lot for 600 points. So probably got some pretty green guys. So this is the fight here. You can zoom in. That you can see this is actually a hill here. You can see that by the color change. If I really zoom out like that, this you could tell this is low country around here, and it's going to be a big hill here with lots of woods and stuff like that. So, and the objectives there. So that's what it looks like. Let's see. You could zoom in on your units as well and see what you got, basically. Let's see what the computer bought here. So this is my forces here. You can see here it's we're both attackers here. It's a quick battle. You're June 44. Clear. Dry. We got dry weather. We got 20 turns there. Morale is 100 and all that. Yeah. So you can zoom in here. Let's see what we got here. So as you can see here, the it's not too bad for being such an old game. I think the graphics are pretty cool. So you can see how they look like here, the guys, the models here. I think they released a lot of mods and stuff to make this look better. I mean, people did lots of work on these games through the years, enthusiasts and all kinds of people. Looks like we got plenty of machine guns there. We've got some mortars there. I'm going to go through the units. Let's see what we got here. So we did get some half-track here. So look at this. So it's a standard German half-track. Yeah, 251/1 there, half-track. If you press the Enter key, you get the details of the unit. Half-track there, maximum speed and weight and engine, all this kind of stuff here. The armor, slopes. It's got an MG. It's the main armament in that. So that's like a troop transport there, or a scouting vehicle. Pretty cool there. I think one thing as well in these games was revolutionary was the armor values and projectile as you fire with tanks and you hit armor, the chances of a shot bouncing off and the penetration values are all pretty accurate, I think, in these games. Even these ones are the first version, the oldest one. Let's see what tank we got. We got a Stug here, man, a 3G Stug. Yeah, it's a pretty standard assault gun here. Actually, tank destroyer / assault gun here for the German army. So we got conscripts. Yeah, oh, I forgot to check that. Yeah, so we got conscripts. So we got some real green dudes. That's why we got so many units here. Yeah, this is the old Stug 3G here, assault gun. See here, armor quality there's 95%. It's pretty good. Front armor there's 73, slope of 10 degrees. Only 30 on the sides there. Rear is pretty good, 50 there. Main weapon there, the 75 millimeter. So you got armor penetration values here and stuff. So that's pretty cool. And looks like we got a Stummel. All right, we did get a Stummel. So these were called Stummels. This is the SPV 251/9. It has a low velocity 75 millimeter gun on it. It's pretty cool. Good for assaulting infantry strongholds and rooting out soft targets. It's pretty good. We got one of those. Right. Let's have a look at the meat of the force here. So we have conscripts. It's pretty bad. So let's hope the Americans are conscripts. Looks like we're facing Americans, yeah. So this is the Captain Hauptmann Brest, the company headquarters here. This is my top honcho, I guess. Morale +1. He's a conscript as well, so he gets a bonus of +1 to anything that's within his command radius there. So there's the armament. There's 6 guys. There's 2 pistols there, 3 submachine guns there, and a Kar 98. So they got pretty good firepower at close range, up to 40 meter. They got pretty good firepower there, and then it's not so good. What's this? So this is my first platoon here. We got Lieutenant Grossman here. 4 men. Grossman. Command and stealth is his bonus, so that's good. He's conscript. These are motorized, actually motorized units without their trucks then. So 10 guys a piece here. They're conscripts. See the armaments there. They don't have any anti-tank capabilities, which is very worrying. So he's in charge of a platoon here with 10 guys apiece here, 30 guys. These guys actually do have something. They have the Panzerfaust 30 there. So, but they have some vicious firepower at close range, these squads. They have the Panzerfaust as well in that. Right, moving on to the next platoon, Lieutenant Wolf's platoon here. They're conscripts. These are motorized units as well. It's got about 30 men there. Lieutenant Ober, he's in command of another motorized unit. Looks like these guys all have Panzerfaust, so this is good. We do have Lieutenant Jacob. He is the machine gun, probably in charge of these MG42s here. These are vicious, good firepower on these heavy machine guns here. Heavy machine guns, yeah. So they are tripoded, which is good. Yep. MG42s there. We've got a whole platoon, it seems like. Yeah, wow. We got lots of firepower here. What else we got? Got something hidden in the bush here. That's we got 81mm mortars. This is good. Good support there. And we got a bunch. Looks like we have a complete company here. We even have offboard mortars here. 81mm offboard artillery battery. This guy, he can plot. They're off the map. And then we have our vehicles here. Alright, so that's what we got. Company of conscript infantry with some limited armor support there. We've got 2 objectives to be captured. We've got good terrain to move in here. Well, this is furthest away, so this is going to be toughest to get to. Probably going to be having a heavy fight around this top of the hill here. We do have something over here. This is not ideal tank country. It's very... This is actually... What is this? I think this is like shrub and trees. Scattered trees. And this is actually real forest here. Got some buildings there. This is rough terrain. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Let's make a plan. Well, we've got the top honcho here. Hauptmann Brest. He's going to be somewhere in the center here. Commanding the team there. Yes, what you do is... you can press space bar and you get to what you could do with... we can do in the setup here. Move, place units, put him in ambush. You can check line of sights. Obviously he can't see much here. He's got woods, but he can see down this hill here, and that's pretty cool. Right, let's take the first platoon. So what I do is just press P for a short command for place. So I was thinking I got 3 platoons. So 2 platoons would be going for this. 1 platoon will be securing that, and we'll divide the machine guns and mortars and some of these units with the troops. So let's place first platoon here. They're going to be moving straight up here, across, securing that. See how that goes. So they're going to be all bunched up here, so they're in command range. They do have the top honcho there as well. We do have another platoon. They could be swinging through here, maybe. Let's try that. Let's move through these scattered trees so they got some defense. Why not? And we do have another platoon here. Yeah, those guys are thinking going through here, maybe. Maybe advancing like this. I'm going to be standing there in open ground, but just to set up face here. Let's get those guys over there. What's this? Yeah, this is machine gun. Could have some machine gun screen setting up here. That could be good. Just put the commander there for the machine guns. So you could bring 2 machine guns with him. Set them up in these trees here. Let's move a machine gun unit with the infantry here. Could be good. And how many we got left? We do have another. Yeah, this is 1 machine gun here. Could have a machine gun moving with this southern force as well. Right, mortars. Just put a mortar in the south, moving with those guys. Let's put a mortar here, maybe. Moving up, sitting up in some of these trees, maybe. Let's get some flank protection as well. Let's get a mortar moving with this team here. And we have this big spotter team as well. This could be good. Let's move him in. Put him here. Let's put him in this tree line here and see what happens there. Right, we got a standard half track here. So scouting. This could be a good place to move in. Use our forces to funnel through. Could use something to flank him with here. Let's actually put a half track way over here actually, and use that as a scouting vehicle in the flank there. Let's get the old Stug here. Let's put it somewhere in the center. I guess we want to get. It's pretty vulnerable though if we're facing some dangerous tanks, tank destroyers and stuff. Let's see, what's a good spot to put this tank? It's pretty not the best terrain to move through here. Maybe just put it somewhere here and let it move inland there. Something like that, maybe. We do have the Stummel here. This is good for soft targets. Could be using that as well, so sneaking it around in here. I don't think the half-tracks can't move through the woods. The tanks, I think the tanks can. But they have a chance of breaking down and getting bogged in and stuff. But I think the half-tracks can move through the scattered trees. I'm not mistaken. Let's put it here actually. Let's move it in the, have it in the flank attack there. Right, so that's all the units there. Right, that's all the units. So let's have a look. Good way to actually, so you could just check your line of sight by going down to ground level here. So these guys are going to be moving across this into these woods. You can see it. This is where it starts getting dangerous here. It's pretty open terrain. They're going to be moving forward here. This is pretty dangerous, but if we run and make it there, we could set up some sort of defense. Right, so let's just kick this sucker off here. So you press go. Boom. And now we are at turn 1 of 20, and we're going to be issuing orders. So let's work our way around here. It's actually a quick button here that goes from top to bottom there. It's the plus button on your keyboard. Right, so we do have my main man here. Let's just stop moving in through these pines, I guess. Stop moving in up there. Right, first platoon here will see. They're going to be moving the platoon headquarters into there, maybe. Let's get this movement in there. Let's get these guys in those woods as well. Let's get this platoon. Yeah, moving into there, I guess. Right, so yeah, going through. So what you can do here, let me show you guys. You do have the orders. You can run. Run is run, basically what it says. You're running. You are not very aware of your surroundings. You're charging from point A to B, and your return fire will not be the best, and you will have penalties, but you'll get to your area in fast. Move is your basic move command, basically. You move. You have some sort of concept of your surroundings. You are aware of ambushes, and your return fire will be good. Crawl is what it says. You're crawling on the ground there, and you have some defense benefits, but you're moving slowly and you're taking fatigue. Sneaking is basically the same, but you're trying to remain hidden. Withdraw is pulling back basically. Rotate is looking around different. Rotate your units. This is mostly for vehicles, but infantry too. If you're suspecting someone sneaking up behind you, it's good to rotate your units around. You can hide. Pause means if you plot waypoints and you want them to move fast up here, pause for a turn and then move the next. You can do that. Target is target units. Target next. Set up an ambush and line of sight. So it's pretty basic, these first games. They get more advanced. I think in the further titles released, there's actually more commands and more things to consider. Right, so let's see here. So this platoon is going to be moving in this general direction here. So let's start issuing just normal move commands to the troops here. With this rough terrain with that. Let's move these guys into those woods. Those guys as well. Right, we're going to the left flank here. Yeah, I got it zoomed out here so I can have a bigger picture. Yeah, these guys here. Let's see what they can do. They're going to be pretty. So look at the line of sight here. Yeah, it's not really that. This is not a very thick woods here. But we're going to be moving in basically a normal fashion, actually, up there. See how far they get before they get shot at. And we're going to be just moving up there cautiously, of course. Let's get those guys in there. Right, here we go. We have the machine gun platoon here. So this is the headquarters unit there. They're going to be moving up to this tree line here and setting up those MG42s here. See what happens there. We do have some machine guns embedded with the platoons. Let's get those guys up so they can lay down some covering fire. We do have another machine gun here. Let's move it maybe to this tree line. We do have mortars. Let's get them up there as well. Some of these mortar teams there. You can see the ammo. They got 24 rounds there and some smoke ammo as well. We do have Obergruppenführer Gruber here. Yes, he will move up there. We have the spotter there. We have so this is he's that must be like a whole platoon off board. So they got 150 ammo there for those. So that's some good. Got some decent artillery support actually. Let's move them up there for now. Alright, so here we have the little sneaky half-track moving on the flank here. Sort of a, could have actually put a unit in here, but I'm just going to move this half-track. They're going to be moving in a steady space up there, I think. Alright, so we do have the Stug, our main armor support here. It's a conscript, but so they have fast move. They have hunt. Hunt is, as it says, you're hunting, you're moving and looking for targets and going to be engaging stuff. So hunt is a good unit for armor if you want to are not in a hurry. So let's put them in hunt mode and put them up to that tree line there. See if they spot anything. And we do have this little Stummel here. This unit's very vulnerable to tanks and stuff. You see the armor here is pretty bad. Even 50 calibers would rip this apart, so gotta be careful here. They can hunt as well, so might as well move in a hunting formation there. What else we got? So now I've issued units. We're back to square one there. So that's it. So let's kick off this first turn here and see what happens. You press go. And now all this stuff now 1 minute will play of what I've just commanded. So let's see what happens here. See if we spot anything here. Yeah, we got conscripts have taken taken their time to move out. 20 seconds passed and no one has moved yet. Wow, yeah. Could be in trouble even before the battle started. They were just talking amongst themselves. Here we go. 30 seconds in, they're starting to move out. So we got a battle line moving in here. That's pretty cool. You can see the tanks moving out here. Got the Stug moving up there. Some conscript Germans here. D-Day. Trying to counterattack the Germans here. I mean the Americans. So that's all we did in 1 minute there. Yeah, we got some slow movement in our troops here. So you press done and you're in the next command phase basically, and you can start issuing commands again to the troops. So wow, how can you zoom out here? Wow, you can zoom out quite a bit here. All right, cool. Right, so that's what happened. So you can cycle through the units again. Yeah, so you see my commander, he didn't come far. So the first couple of turns you could just basically just press go until you've reached or made contact with the enemy. Yeah, look, we got ways to go here. Yeah, these guys actually came up there. You can stay there for now. Yeah, we got ways to go here. The tank made it up though. It's almost at the top there. Let's see what kind of visibilities he got here. So he's got some pretty decent visibility here. Anything pops up here, he can take shots at it. So I'm going to leave that tank there. I'm going to press go again. See what happens here. Turn 2. So let's see. He's right out of tank school, this guy here. Unit Unteroffizier Siebel. Yeah, he's a conscript. 4 guys in those Stugs there. Here we go. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm hearing machine gun fire somewhere. Someone is firing at something. Oh shit! Something spotted over there. Tank? Question mark? Yeah, we don't know what that is. So you could go back if you missed something. Like I just went back. So yeah, so there's a tank moving there. Maybe that tank opened up at some of our units. We're gonna have to see if anybody's pinned. We got some guys positioned there now. We're gonna have to hustle up here. Might have to make it up. Somebody's firing again. I wonder what. Something got hit. I heard the. Wonder what that was. I don't know. Let's press done. Yeah. So the Americans already got to secure that objective apparently. Right. We're hearing machine gun fire. I'm not sure where it's coming from. Let's go through the units. Right. We've got my headquarters here. Right, we're getting pretty dangerously here. Maybe run these guys up into these woods and hide. Let's get this command unit up into these woods and hide. Those guys, they could be crawling to the woods edge there and hide. Get those guys crawling into the woods there and hide. Those guys could just move up and hide in those woods there. Right, we do have second platoon here. Alright, so we spotted some armor there. That's not good. Let's actually just move command up here. This squad here, they could be running this brush there and hide. These guys could move up the rough. Let's get those guys up there in the rough terrain there. Right, left flank. Yeah, this is the he's got ways to go there. They're just moving out there. That platoon is moving. Yeah, okay, here we go. Yeah, so this is where it happened. This tank has been firing here. This unit. That is looking dangerous for my half-track there. I'm gonna have to remove it back. And those guys are moving in there, and those guys are moving up there. That looks good. Do have my machine gun line. I'm actually tempted to move up these trees here. Let's do that. Let's move up even further here. Yeah, you can't run with these machine gun teams. What's this? MG. Let's set up there. That's a good position, I guess. MG's moving in there. And mortar team. Do have another mortar team here. I actually want to move them up as well. Those guys are moving there. Can they see anything from here? Could start raining down some mortar. Start plotting some mortar fire. Not yet, though. I think I'm going to be running this team up and hiding in there, so I can use them as a spotter there for any enemy units coming in. Right, this half-track here. Let's just move slowly across here. Right, the Stug. The Stug can't see anything. Can't see that tank from there. We're going to have to start engaging his armor there. Let's just keep hunting forward a bit with this Stug. So this is bad. Looks like a big tank as well. You never know if we have fog of war. This could actually be a half-track. But my conscripts are... when they hear that noise, they oh, it's a tank! But could just be a half-track, actually. Let's rotate this in that general direction. So we're at least facing this area here. Right, so that's all we can do there. Let's see what plays out. If I'm unlucky, this half-track could be smoked here. Let's see what happens turn 3 here. Yeah, that half-track is just turning now. So at least it's facing in the right direction there. Everybody's moving. Those guys ran up there. Here we go. There's something there. Don't know what it is. Alright, tank is going to be hunting out here. Something fired. Let's go back. I think maybe... yeah. That half-track is targeting something there. Can't really see what it is, but he's firing. They're reloading. That tank is moving in there. He's... boom! Track hit, immobilized. We don't... oh, there we go. Now we can see it. It's an M4 sure. Oh, shit! Let's have a look. Well, at least my guys think it's an M4. It might not be an M4. That's the fun thing about this fog of war here. You don't know what... but if that's an M4, that half-track is in big trouble. We do have... what do we got here? I think we have hollow charges on these. We have heavy explosive. I think the C could be canisters, maybe? So look here. What does it say here? Could be shrapnel. No, it's hollow. C. We got 3 hollow charges. See, the hollow charges got some very good 86mm penetration there. We could take the Sherman out. We're lucky. It's 242 meters there. All right. Wow. Action starting here. We've got some American armor pulling up there. Looks like a Sherman. Wow. So done. Right. Exciting stuff. We're going to end the video here. We're going to pick up the action in the next. Hope you're going to be enjoying this Let's Play. Many of you are probably familiar with this game. You played it. But for me, it's been a while. So it's going to be fun to dust off the old boots and give this a shot. So I want to thank you for watching there. And we'll pick up the action in the next. Have a good one.